Hey guys. Yay. Okay. I see Ashley and Lori. Woohoo. Cool. And I have it archiving, which means it's recording. So I think that's good. And Lauren. Hey Lauren. I have to move this screen a little bit bigger so that I can see myself. So I won't be able to see your guys' comments, but I'll see them afterwards. All right, let me get my live session started. You guys can hear me okay? On Cycle Live? Lori, I'm awake, no nap, lol. Nice. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Can you guys hear me okay on the Cycle Life? Cool. Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Thanks, guys. Get my yoga peeps started here. Move that back a little bit. Okay. Yoga Wagon peeps. Woohoo! All right. And Cycle Life peeps. Hey, so I hope you guys saw my post. Hey, Jeannie. Woo-woo. I hope you guys saw my post I had on there for class today. I'll show you some tips on how to maybe get a little bit more comfort with a ball and a tube sock. So, hey, Kate. Hey, Cheryl. So what I have is just a ball, maybe tennis size ball or smaller. Okay. Hey, Mindy. And then a sock. All right. So a ball and a sock. So a tennis ball, you could use a golf ball, but a golf ball is a little bit too hard. So, oh, Tracy's here. Woo-hoo. From Australia. Yeah. Shout out to Australia, peeps. So I'll take a moment, if you guys didn't see my post earlier on, to see if you can grab that. Okay. And other than that, maybe a blanket for some comfort underneath your knees. But we're going to focus on some self-care techniques that you can do to help hopefully release some tight muscles. Hi, Betsy. Hey, Angie. That maybe with all this social distancing that we're going to be having to do, I'm not exactly sure how massage places will be able to keep any appointments, but I'm sure this could offer you a little bit of relief. Okay, so a ball and a sock. All right, but we'll get started in a seated position, and seated so that your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. So maybe a blanket underneath there, or if it's not comfortable crossing your legs in an easy seat, then maybe your legs are straight out in front. Start our music. And yeah. So come to an easy seat. Find a space that's comfortable for you. Space that you've created in order to allow your practice. Yeah. So like I said, maybe you're in an easy seat where your legs are crossed. Maybe your legs are straight out in front. Okay. But just try to be comfortable here as the first couple moments here as we begin our class, to really settle in, allowing your minds to slow. Just allowing a lot of the day's events, maybe all the yard work, maybe like a lot of list making, problem solving, scheduling, all of that stuff. Just put that stuff on pause for this hour, right? This hour that you've carved out for yourself. And just tell yourself, remind yourself to slow your minds and soften the chatter. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders down and away from your earlobes. You don't have to change anything at all with your breath. Just begin to notice where your breath is showing up for you here and now. Just begin to notice where your breath is offering you a little bit more of an expansion. And where your breath is offering you a little bit more of ease and a release. Envision as you inhale as if you have a string tied to the end of a balloon, and it's reaching out from the crown of your head and lifting the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, lengthening up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And then as you exhale, think root down through your sits bones, softening through your shoulders. Inhale, light sense of lifting, drawing in your energy. And as you exhale, think, where can I soften? Where can I release? Allow your exhale to draw there. Allowing your breath to slow your minds. Yeah, with 3 more rounds here. Inhale, think lengthen, lightly lifting up towards the ceiling, crown of your head. Spine lengthens, and as you exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine. Soften through your shoulders. Inhale draws your energy in. Fill your belly, fill your chest, expansion, and exhale. Release through your hips. One more time. And exhale, release out. All right, from here, your next inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Palms meet at the top, and exhale, take that energy right to your heart center. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, rise up, lifting up. Exhale, palms together, energy draws. Right to your heart center. And again, inhale, pressing palms up, lift and lengthen. Palms together, exhale. Hands to your heart center. Soften here through your shoulders. Breathe. All right, from here, we're going to work into a seated twist. Inhale, arms will sweep up. As you exhale, right hand will draw behind your back. Left hand gently touches the center of your mat. Soften through your shoulders. Just a gentle twist here. Try not to push or pull into the twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Right hand comes forward. Left hand draws back. Again, a couple more times each side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, breathe through the twist. Moving on your own breath. Yeah, remember, my breath is just your cue to remind you to breathe. Inhale, draws you up, soften through your shoulders. Exhale, twist. One more time each side. Inhale, lengthen you through your side space. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist. All right, with this inhale, come back to center. Exhale, palms together, and take that energy right to your heart center. All right, a little bit of a wrist release here in between. Palms come together, fingertips touching. The key here is to keep your palms pressing in towards each other. Unclench your jaw, soften through your shoulders, and then slowly rotate your fingertips away from you. Try to keep your palms pressing together the entire time. Maybe your wrists rotate so that your fingers go all the way down towards the floor. Find the resistance that works best for you for this wrist release. Right? A few different kind of self-massage techniques tonight. So maybe, you're here in the center. Maybe you're here. Find what works best for you, but your palms still try to keep pressing together, softening through your shoulders, and unclench your jaw. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Inhale, slowly release, come back to center, and then roll your wrists out gently here. All right. Taking your hands to your sides, draw your knees in, and then you're going to switch up your leads here. Yeah, so draw your knees to center. Let's do a few seated cat and cows, okay? So your hands draw behind your thighs, maybe onto your shins. Use your hands as some resistance here against your legs. Inhale, heart space leads, roll your shoulders down and back, chin away from your chest. And as you exhale, chin draws in, your belly button draws in towards your spine. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, draws you up, chin away from your chest, roll your shoulders down and back. Seated here, rooting down through your sits bones. Exhale, chin draws in, belly button draws in towards your spine. 1 more time. Use the resistance of your hands against your shins to draw your shoulders down and back. Heart space leads. Exhale, chin in towards your chest. Belly button draws in towards your spine. All right, coming back to an easy seat. Maybe your legs stay out in front if it's not comfortable for you. But if you're in an easy seat, switch up your lead. So whatever leg you had in front, the non-habitual way that you normally sit, okay? Non-habitual way here. Now, coming through a side stretch. Inhale, arms sweep up. Soften through your shoulders. As you exhale, right hand draws down, left hand reaches up and over, chin away from your chest, lengthen through the crown of your head. Your right elbow here may even bend a little bit more deeply as you come back and forth from side to side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up and over. Heart space stays open, so try not to lean forward with your elbow drawing forward. Try to keep your elbow up over your shoulder. Maybe even take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale takes you back to center, flowing with your own breath. Exhale draws you to the side. And again, maybe you bend a little bit more deeply into that elbow that's closer to the floor. Heart space stays open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaching up and over. 1 more time each side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right hand down. Really lengthen here. As your right elbow draws down, left side lengthening. Try to keep your sits bones planted to the mat. Inhale back to center. And then exhale. Left hand down. Left elbow maybe bends a little bit more deeply. Lengthening through your right side. Chin away from your chest. Expansion here. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. With your exhale, take this energy right to your heart center. Roll your shoulders down and back. Breathe here. Right. Pause, soften, and breathe. Take your hands out just in front and then allow yourself here. point your fingertips down. So working through our wrist, pointing your fingertips down, spread your fingers out nice and wide. Then your hands draw up so that your palms face away. Yeah, inhale draws you down, exhale draws you up. Soften through your shoulders, unclench your jaw. As we work through some of these wrist exercises, sometimes there's that tendency to really draw your shoulders up towards your ears and clench your jaw. Try to really release through your jaw, soften through your shoulders. Breathing here. Maybe even going a little bit faster with this action. Just activating through your wrists, through your fingertips. Trying not to ignore your wrists, as probably using them a lot more than typically on computers and sitting at desks. Just really allowing that movement to help free up your wrists. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. All right, roll it out. Soften here. Roll your shoulders down and back a few times. All right, from here, allow your feet to come forward. Come drawn to your hands and knees, okay? On your hands and knees, your knees will draw to the center of your mat. Wrists are underneath your shoulders. Inhale is to your center. With your exhale, hips will draw over towards the right. Take your gaze over towards the left. Try to keep your knees planted to your mat. Releasing through your hips and through your side space again. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hips draw over towards the left. Take your gaze over towards the right. Inhale back to center. Couple more times each side with your own breath. Inhale takes you back to center. Exhale, hips draw over towards the side, and then your gaze goes opposite of your hips. All right, let's come to a down dog here. So walk your hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes, knees draw up and away from your mat. Come into your down dog. As you come into this down dog, allow yourself here. Palms push down and away. Your gaze, right? Take your eyes so that your eyes go towards the back edge of your mat. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. And simply here, pedal out your feet. Gently walking your dog, pedaling out your feet. Take one more full inhale. And then with this exhale, bend your knees down to your mat. So I've shown this one to you guys online here once before, but just in case you missed it, I had a request for it the other day. And again, another self-massage technique, self-soothing technique, okay? So your right shin, okay, lifts up and you're going to cross it over your left calf, okay? Right shin to left calf, and do some nice long swipes here, starting back behind your knee and then swooping down, letting your shin muscle here be that little pressure against your calf muscle. Now, if you find a spot here that causes you to kind of raise your eyebrows and go, woohoo, yeah, maybe take a little bit more attention and do some small circles there. If you want to feel a little bit more intensity with that kind of massage feeling, maybe take your knee to the back of your calf and allow yourself here to do some small circles as well. So we had some amazing weather here on the East Coast the past 2 days. So I'm sure some of my yoga peeps here on the East Coast are like, yeah, because they do a lot of hiking. So this is something that can help you release your calf muscles here. All right, take one more full inhale and maybe end with another full swipe. And then come back. Tabletop position, walk your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, tuck your toes, come back into your down dog. So maybe you notice, since we were kind of rubbing out the left shin, the left calf muscle, you might notice that
Your left heel maybe goes a little bit closer towards the mat after that exercise, right? So inhale, draws you all the way up, come all the way up to your tippy toes. Exhale, heels draw down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, draws you all the way up to your tippy toes. Exhale, heels draw down, palms push down and away, soften through your shoulders. 1 more time. Inhale, draws you all the way up, and exhale, heels release down. Bend your knees softly, slowly draw down to your tabletop position. From here, left shin now will draw over your right calf. And again, starting off with some long swoops all the way down the full length of your calf, and maybe you got that spot where it's like, hello calf muscle. So maybe you give that spot a little bit of extra attention. Yeah. And again, maybe you can handle a little bit more and you take your knee, use your knee instead of your shin, and draw down. And do what feels good. And breathe through it. Yeah, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! All right. Roll your ankles out here. All right, walk your hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Come right back to your down dog. 3 full rounds of breath here. Maybe pedaling out your feet, expanding through your hamstrings and through your calves, shoulders away from your ears, creating some space between your shoulders and your ears. Take 1 more full inhale, and then as you exhale, bend your knees gently, walk your hands to the back of your mat, come to your forward fold at the back of your mat. In your forward fold at the back of your mat, bend your knees as much as you need to. As you come into your forward fold, neck, head, and shoulders release. Grab for opposite elbows here and sway back and forth. Release, release, release. Spine elongates. Crown of your head releases. Yeah, for 3, 2, and 1. With your exhale, fingertips graze the mat. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, nice flat back. And exhale, forward fold, release down. All right, with this inhale, strengthen through the outer edges of your feet and sweep your arms up towards the side. Follow your thumbs up, look up, reach up. And as you exhale, palms together, take that energy right to your heart center. All right. From here now, take the ball, if you have the ball that you brought to your mat, and you have that ball, and use that to kind of massage the bottom of your foot. So just start out first on the right side. Ball underneath your foot, more towards the toes of your feet, and maybe it feels better. So I'll show you this from the side. Maybe it feels better to keep your heel released and pressing down, and then moving the ball across kind of the base of each toe. Okay, so that's one option. This feels so good after running or after hiking. Really just after, standing. I mean, it just feels good anyway, no matter, I think it feels good, but you guys can tell me in the comments afterwards how that felt. Okay, otherwise lift your heel and then roll back and forth the length of your foot. And this is all kind of depends upon what you can handle with the bottom of your foot. Sometimes people really like a hard ball, but sometimes I think it's just too hard. I like it to have a little bit of give. So a tennis ball is good, or these like spongy balls that I found these at the dollar store, actually, the ones I'm using. All right, From here, take one more full inhale. Yeah, exhale, release your foot down. Let's come to the other foot now. With just the ball, heel down. And again, more towards the base of each toe, kind of moving the ball back and forth, allowing a little bit more pressure as you come a little bit more forward, putting a little bit more weight forward on to your foot, just depending upon the pressure that you can handle. So all these techniques, right, you can do anytime. Maybe you didn't have time to get a ball, or maybe you don't have a ball, but now you know where I'm headed with these techniques. So similar, like if you, it's same idea, like myofascial release when you have a foam roller at your house. But this allows a little bit more attention to all the tendons in your feet. Yeah. And then take it the full length. And then maybe even take your toes down and stand just on your heel. And that's a nice pressure point release as you stand just on your heel. Yeah. Breathing through that. So that's another spot as well. Lots of really great things with your feet to help give some attention to those tendons all around the bottom of your foot. All right. Coming back to center. Yeah. So probably notice maybe a little bit more sensation now as you come to your mat with full gripping of your foot. So now you're going to take the ball and put the ball into the sock. Okay. So I said a tube sock because it has to be a little bit longer. It can't be like a little ankle sock. It won't be long enough. So a tube sock. It can even be like a nylon if you don't have, like these are Scott's, tube socks. If you don't have those, it can even be a nylon, just something long to hold on to it. Okay. So from here, you're going to take the ball so that it finds a spot on your back, on your shoulder, maybe on your back, maybe on your lower back. And then all you need is to come to against a door or against a wall. My blanket. And then as you maybe place it just between, I like to do my shoulder blades. Allow yourself to press up against the wall, keeping a hold onto the end of the sock. And then the ball can press up against the wall. So it's the wall, and then you, okay? And you're holding it with the sock. Yeah, and maybe moving up and down here from side to side. So again, right, like I'm just showing you this quick technique, but there's all sorts of, you could do this for a while just to help release any sort of tension through your shoulder blades. So to switch up on the sides, taking the ball just underneath your shoulder blade or on the side of your shoulder blade, come back to press it up against the wall, and then maybe you just leave it there and feel that release, that pressure point, and let it hold there, soften through your shoulders, and then maybe you roll it so that you kind of get that almost like that foam rolling technique, but it's a little bit more of an intense, direct hit on the spot because the ball's smaller and the pin, it's the ball point rather than it being like a flat roller that's doesn't really hit every spot. Yeah, and even up, closer to your neck. So if you're closer to your neck, then just take the ball up a little bit higher so that it lands behind your neck. And then you can roll side to side. Yeah, and that really feels good too. All right. So that's my little trick for self-soothing. And I know like a lot of people have those massage guns, and those work great like on your appendages. You can actually use those massage guns on your body, but if you can't do it on your back by yourself, this is a way to kind of get those areas a little bit deeper through your back. So you can even use it on your glutes. Yeah, works really nice on your glutes, sitting on the ball
as well. Okay. So message me, leave me some comments if you have any questions about this. But I just want to kind of give you that little teaser, if you will, because I know that, it really, for me, it gives a good release through my shoulders. Um, and it's a way that you can do it at any time by yourself. Okay. The ball and a tube sock. All right. So that's my PSA for self massage. All right. So as you come back to your mats, allow yourself here. Let's come back into your tabletop position. Yeah, as you come back into your tabletop position, from here, yeah, my feet actually feel really great right now. Okay, so walk your hands slightly in front of your shoulders and then tuck your toes, knees up and away from your mat. And let's come back into your down dog. Yeah, pedal out your feet here just a little bit. Walking your dog from side to side. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. And breathe here. Take one more full inhale. Nice. With this exhale now, let's come into pigeon pose. So your right knee will draw in towards your right wrist. Okay. So I'm going to show you this from the side. Okay. So see where my foot is. And your back leg is parallel with the long side of your mat. Okay. Heart space is lifting here. So you don't want to feel any pain in your knee. If you're feeling any sort of pain in your knee, I'll show you, back out of the pose, and I'll show you a modification for this, okay? But hold on tight here, soften through your shoulders, chin away from your chest, lengthen through the crown of your head. And from here, soften through your glutes, release your thigh, take one more full inhale, and then with this exhale, slowly walk your hands forward and come down to the depth that works for you. So maybe you're here on your forearms. Maybe you stack your fists and take your fists underneath your forehead. Maybe you drop yourself all the way down to your mat. Yeah, staying right here if this feels great, okay? Keeping your hips nice and level. If you're back where your knee wasn't supporting this posture, then roll onto your back. I'll show you the pose that is the same exact thing, but on your back. Your back is supported. You're going to take your right ankle over your left knee. This is your figure 4. With your inhale, you're going to clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Maybe draw your left foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe keep your knee bent and draw your left knee in towards your chest. So this is the option if your knee isn't liking the other, the pigeon pose with your knee down. Okay. Same exact release, but your back is supported and there's no pressure on your knees. So either way, allow yourself here to come back to your breath as you find the appropriate depth that works for you. Continue to soften through your glutes, keeping your hips nice and level. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your inhale, draw your hands up, heart space lifts, chin away from your chest, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, palms press down, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, press right back to your down dog. As you come back to your down dog, pedaling out your feet, maybe you stay right here. Maybe it feels good to open up through your right hip a little bit more, bend through your right knee, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling for 3-legged dog. Lengthen here through your right heel. Bend through your right knee, open up through your hip.
equal amounts of pressure through both palms of your hands. Lengthening here for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, slowly release down. Pedaling out your feet, and then from here, drop your knees. Let's come to sit back into a child's pose. Knees as wide as you need them to be. Big toes to touch in the back. Your heart space will draw down. Elbows can come out a little bit wider towards the width of your mat if your shoulders are super tight, or you can reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Hands can also come back if your shoulders are really tight, and take your hands back towards your ankles. Wherever you're at, allow yourself to come back to your breath. Release through your hips, soften through your heart space. Maybe you're supporting your forehead with your arms underneath your forehead. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your inhale, come back up, tabletop position. Exhale, walk your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, tuck your toes. Come back to your down dog. From here, draw your belly button in towards your spine, hips lift up and back. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Anchor through your thumb and your pointer finger. Take one more full inhale. And then as you exhale, your left knee draws to the outside edge of the left side of your mat, maybe your left wrist. Right leg, take a look back, make sure that it's long and parallel towards the long edge of your mat. Breathe here, adjust to what feels good with your knee. Soften through your shoulders with your inhale, come up to your fingertips, heart space lifts. Take a full inhale, and as you exhale, release your glutes. Soften through your thighs, slowly walk your hands forward. Find the appropriate depth for the posture here. Your neck and head releases. Maybe stacking your fists to let your neck and head be supported. And then again, option to come onto your backs if you need to, if it feels better for your knees. I'll show you that one more time. Figure 4, left ankle over your right knee. Hands clasped behind your right thigh. Right foot can come up towards the ceiling, or you bend through your right knee and draw your right knee in towards your chest. Whichever posture you're in, allow yourself to come back to your breath. Try to let your exhale offer you that sense of ease. Ease throughout your body as you breathe through the posture. For 3, 2, and 1. With your exhale, allow yourself to slowly walk your hands back, lift your heart space up. If you're on your back, come back into your tabletop position. Yeah, tuck your back toe if you're in pigeon pose, tuck your back toe, and then lift right back into your down dog. Shoulders away from your ears, palms pushing down and away. Take one more full inhale, and then with your exhale, left knee, maybe, if that feels okay to you, draws up and away. 3-legged dog here. Staying here if this is good. Maybe opening up through your hips a little bit more. Bend through your left knee and open up your left hip up towards the ceiling. Your right heel draws down, equal amounts of pressure through both palms of your hands, and breathe in this space. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, slowly release. Drop your feet down. Let's come back down. This time in your child's pose. Let's come into a child's pose with a twist.
So from the front, from here, let's work through your side space. So from here, inhales to the center, and then as you exhale, walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat. As you walk your hands over towards the right side, you're lengthening through the left side of your body. Left hip releases down and back, lengthening all the way through your left fingertips. Try to let your forehead release to the mat. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, slowly takes you back to center. Take a full inhale here, no rush. And then as you exhale, walk over towards the left side of your mat, lengthening through the right side of your body. Hips release back. Heart space draws down. And same idea here, you guys. If your shoulders are super tight as you draw to the side, you can still take your elbows out a little bit wider if you need. You'll still feel that lengthening through your side space. But try not, if it's undue pressure through your shoulders, if it's too much, don't do it, okay? Yeah. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, takes you back to center. And then let's weave through our shoulder release here. Right hand will draw through, weave it through, thread it through. Your right elbow draws as close to your left knee as possible. Right shoulder as close to your left knee as possible. Right temple, right ear releases to the mat. Maybe you take your left forearm and draw it underneath your head. Sorry, your right ear, right temple. Sorry, guys. Right ear, right temple towards the mat. Right shoulder releases. Right palm faces up towards the ceiling. So just let your hand release. Breathe through your shoulder. Release through your hips. Maybe it feels good. Offer a little bit more of a twist. Wrap your left hand around your lower back. Breathe here in this space for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand supports you here. Slowly draw up, back to center. With this exhale, the left hand now weaves through. Left elbow as close to your right knee as possible. Twisted child's pose, yeah. Releasing on to your left shoulder now. Left temple, left ear maybe releases to the mat, or take your forearm underneath your head to give yourself a little bit more comfort, or maybe take your right hand around your lower back. Always options. Always find what works for you. As you find the appropriate depth, reclaim your breath. Yeah, for 3, 2, and 1. With your exhale, slowly come back to center. Plant your hand down. Draw your heart space up. Come back to center. All right, from here, knees draw in. All right, draw your feet forward. Okay, so along with that self-soothing calf release, cat pulling tail was the next twist that was a big request. Okay, so with cat pulling tail, you're gonna start. Let's start lying on your right side. Okay, right hand up under your head. So your right hand is reaching up and over. I'm hitting the wall here, but you get my point. Okay, so you're on your right. I'm having a hard time with left and right today. Your top leg, so your left leg comes straight out in front, okay? 90-degree angle. My left hand, oh man, your left hand will reach back as you bend through your right knee and reach back for your left foot. Okay, so right foot is forward, top leg is forward, right leg bends back. Okay, so here's where you stay. This could be perfectly fine for you today. Stay right here. Breathe in the space. Open up a little bit more if you like. Start to shimmy your right shoulder, okay, your right shoulder a little bit more forward so that your heart space opens up towards the ceiling. Your left shoulder is drawing back, heart space is opening up towards the ceiling. Right hand can draw down towards the side. Okay, options with your right hand. Your right hand can grab for your thigh. Your right hand can grab for your calf. Your right hand can grab for your big toe. Your right hand doesn't have to grab onto anything. It can just float here, okay? Do what feels good. But your right shoulder should stay released to the mat. Heart space opens, breathing through this twist. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Think about your right knee, okay? Your right knee as an extension of your spine. So it's lengthening towards the end of your mat. Breathing here. Cat pulling tail. This is a yin posture. Okay, and yin postures, remember, you find the appropriate depth. Find an appropriate edge. Resolve to find stillness in the space. And then allow your mind to come back to your breath. Focusing on your exhale to offer you a sense of release through any area of tension. You're not holding on to any muscles here. Try to release through your glutes. Soften through your shoulders, release through your thighs. Soften through your belly. Again, not holding on to anything here at all. Soften through your shoulders. Release your glutes. Release your thighs. Breathe through this twist. Here for about, let's take 7 more rounds of breath. Come back to allowing your minds to slow. Soften all the inner chatter. Trust in the process and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your exhale, slowly releasing your hands from your feet or from your thighs. Taking your legs back to center. Slowly rolling onto your belly. As you roll onto your belly, coming into crocodile pose, forearms underneath your forehead. Breathe into your belly. Release into your mat, softening here. Bend through your knees. Do a few windshield washers back and forth.
Yeah, take one more full inhale. And then with your exhale, you're going to roll on to the left side now. So as you come onto your left side, left arm underneath your head. Left arm underneath your head. Right leg draws out in front, 90 degree. I should have said this last time, but if you need to, by all means, you can bend through that front knee if you need to. You can bend through that leg if that feels better. Okay? Right hand will reach back for your left foot this time. Maybe grabbing onto your big toe, maybe grabbing onto the top of your foot, maybe grabbing onto your ankle. Again, find what feels good to you. Also, if you don't have a strap and you have that sock handy, you can also take that around your ankle and then help pull your ankle in as well. Use it as a makeshift strap if you need to. Okay? Staying right here, if this works for you today, stay right here. It's enough heart opening as you reach back. If you want to open up just a little bit more, allow yourself now to shimmy your right shoulder a little bit more forward so that your heart space can open up towards the ceiling. Shimming your shoulder, right shoulder forward and out so that your heart space opens up towards the ceiling. Your right shoulder blade releases to the mat. Staying right here, if this is your extension today, if this is your edge, stay right here. You can also take your left hand and I had that backwards, didn't I, guys? I'm sorry. I hope you knew what I was saying. Because your left shoulder is drawing forward. I think I said right. So your left shoulder is drawing forward. Your left hand can reach down for your right thigh, maybe your right calf, maybe your right toes. And again, find the appropriate depth that works for you. Your practice, your mat, do what feels good. It's a yin posture. Finding the edge. Resolve to find stillness in the space. Allow your minds to come back to your breath. Release any area of tension. You're not holding on to any muscles here. Release your glutes. Release your glutes. Soften through your thighs. Shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Breathe. Yeah, resolve to find stillness in the space that works for you. Come back to your breath. And allow the posture to get you into your bodies. With 5 more rounds of breath, try to release, release, release with each exhale. And for 5, 4,
3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys, with your exhale. Slowly release your hands. Slowly take your legs back to center, and then slowly rolling onto your backs. Yeah, as you come onto your backs, keep your knees bent here at first. Just move your knees from side to side. Take your feet out to the width of your mat and doing a few windshield washers here, back and forth. Nice and easy, just to recenter through your spine. Release, release, release. Reassociating your backs with your mat. Once again, draw your knees in towards your chest. As you draw your knees in, draw your belly button in towards your spine. Shoulders coming down from your ears. Try to let the strength come through your arms rather than through your shoulders as you draw your knees in. Slightly tuck your chin and maybe rock back and forth here. Yeah. Release your feet up towards the ceiling, point and flex your toes, and roll your ankles in all directions. Shake your hands out, shake your wrists out, shake your legs out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it out. Final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So maybe try soles of your feet together, knees out towards the sides if that's calling you today. Recline, Baddha Konasana. Right? Maybe you keep your knees bent and your feet out towards the width of your mat to help give your lower back some support. Wherever you're at, take your fingertips just behind your head and then lift your head up just slightly tucking your chin in, and then slowly draw your head down. Kind of release, just really think about releasing the crown of your head to your mat. Yeah, maybe taking your hands to your belly. Maybe your arms are out towards the side, palms facing up. Naturally opens your shoulders. Take a moment here. Think about swallowing. Just release any tension in your face and in your throat. Unclench your jaw. Softening the gaze behind your eyelids. Release through your upper back, your middle back, and your lower back. Allow your body here to really absorb all the benefits throughout your practice this evening. As you allow your body to melt into your mat. And allow your exhale to be a wave of release throughout your body.
And slowly start to deepen your breath. As you allow your thumbs to feel each fingertip, slowly move your head back and forth. Nice and easy. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Nice tight little hug here. And then as you exhale, slowly rolling onto your sides, taking your arm underneath your head, knees drawing in, pausing here. Take a moment, thank your minds, thank your bodies for making it to your mat and allowing your breath to connect the two. With your inhale, make your arms and hands nice and strong. Find a comfortable seat at your mat. If you like, you can take your hands to heart center. To close our practice out for this evening. Happy Sunday evening, yoga peeps. Let me know if you have any questions about the different massage techniques I use, self-soothing techniques I use this evening. Let me know if you want to see a little bit more of that. Yeah, I love the comments. It makes me feel like really teaching to people. I know you guys are really there, but this is just something really, I'm just now, after months of doing this, I'm just now getting used to talking to myself. So I appreciate you all taking a moment to hop on my yoga wagon, and I hope you rest well this evening. Namaste. Good night, you guys. Mwah. Miss you. Thanks for coming, you guys. Yay. Cycle Life peeps. I love it.